Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my Shineleka Beneka. My name is Poison Ivy, also known as that crochet lady, also known as Mkulu Pubesi if you're nasty. And I really do hope that you're nasty. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about being committed to the spirit of chaos and how that's stopping you from achieving your manifestations. Diba? You're so used to being unsettled in your life that you don't even realize when you're moving away from your old self and moving into your new self. When you're moving out of yourself that had to survive, out of being on survival mode. Baby, your nervous system. The nervous system is all out of whack. You are committed to the spirit of chaos. You don't know what life feels like without chaos, babes. It's not entertainment. It's uncertainty. You shouldn't be fucking with certain people. You shouldn't be fucking on him. You shouldn't be fucking about her. You shouldn't be gossiping with that. You shouldn't be hanging out with that. You should not be, even in your mind, keeping yourself stuck in those toxic cycles, baby. You are safe. You are living finally the life that you've prayed for, the life that you've wanted, the life that you've manifested, baby. You are safe. But you are committed to the spirit of chaos. You are committed to that spirit of unruliness. You're so used to it. You don't know what's being settled and happy and looks like. You don't. You always think there's something missing. You always think there's work to be done instead of sitting in the moment of realizing that you're already there, babe. You're already there, babe. You're already living the life that you have prayed for. That you're already existing within the life that you have prayed for. Stop being invested in the spirit and in the energy of chaos. Calling onto you all these elements and all these things of your past self that you've outlived, that are no longer you, that are no longer define who you are and define your existence. You're safe. You're okay. You're safe and you're okay to exist in this body, but don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, we're still people, and sometimes we may revert back to old versions of ourselves. It takes some time to learn lessons. It takes some time to be aware of an issue, find a solution, and then implement that solution properly. Baby, we all need time to learn. But Diva, your ancestors sent me here to tell you today that you are committed to the spirit of chaos. And you're no longer chaos. You're no longer that fire. You're no longer that. You're calm. You're the ocean. You're the wind. You're an integral part of Mother Nature. You are grounded. You are living out your best fantasies. You're living out your best life. Diva. I want to shake you right now. You are committed to the spirit of unruliness. You don't know what joy looks like. You haven't sit down and asked yourself, what does happiness look like for me? What does happiness look like for me as I'm walking into being this new person? You're confusing the universe. You're asking for certain things, and when you're receiving them, you're rejecting them because we're not used to the chaos. You're giving the energy that chaotic. You're giving the universe that chaotic. I don't know. I'm shaking. Diva, this is your sign that you need to be solid. You need to be planted roots deep into this ground, into knowing who you are. That is a journey that you should be deeply invested in, because this chaos, it's not taking you anywhere. This noise, this always needing to fight people, it's not taking you anywhere. It's not fulfilling you. It's not enriching you. It's not doing anything to make even your material life better. You're not moving in the spirit of ease. You're not moving in the spirit of somebody who's called into the divine feminine, called the divine feminine into their life, because you're busy with chaos. You're busy with broke, dumbass niggas. You're busy with broke, dumbass energy. Diva! You need to be the balance that you seek in your life. You can't control anything else, but you can control yourself. You can't control a lot of things, baby, but you can control yourself. You can control how you perceive things. You can control how you absorb things. You can control how you react to the environment around you. Because, Diva, I understand more than anybody that you may not be where you want to be right now in the material world. You may not be where you feel like you deserve to be in the material world. But that does not negate the fact that you still deserve a life of happiness, a life of joy, a life free of chaos. You can only control yourself, only control your emotions, only control the way that you react to things. And baby, just maybe you have outlived the past versions of yourself that needed to constantly fight, that needed to constantly escape, that needed to constantly run away, that needed to constantly escape through substances or whatever. You've outrun that person. That you are now living and existing in the body of the person that you've always wanted to be. The future present self, it's you. You are that person. And that person, Diva, is not committed to the spirit of chaos, is not committed to the spirit of Ichamarshman. Diva? And that's it for today's video. It was a short one. It was a necessary one. And if I could come across this phone, I'd be across the face. We're not taking yourself seriously. We're not taking your goals seriously. We're not thinking that you've quantum leaped into this new reality that you've been wanting, that you've been asking for, that you are blocking away from you. Because again, Diva, you are committed to the spirit of chaos. You are committed to the spirit of misunderstanding. You are committed to the spirit of, it's time to get it together. You that bitch, you that nigga, you've been that for a while now. You've been that for a minute now. Your energy is expensive, but you're walking around treating yourself like that girl was on half price. It was on sale. You are living and existing in the life and in the energy of somebody who's thriving, but you're treating yourself as if you are still scraping by. That you are still scraping the bare bones, the bare bottom, baby. You have outlived that. You have outlived that experience. You've outlived the person that you were, and you've quantum leaped into this new existence. And in this new existence, who am I going to fight? What chaos? Where chaos? What chaos? Hey, chaos. I'm a woman right now who's living inside of my emotional regulation era. I simply do not have the time or the mental energy to fight now. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I want it. But not every situation it's necessary for you to invoke that energy. It's not necessary for you to keep living and existing in the person that you used to be, but asking the universe for this future life, for this. But in this present, it's confusing. 1 foot at the door, 1 foot in front. You're confusing the energy. The universe is in a brouhaha. Inside of the confusion, does not know what you want. You don't know what you want. You yourself, you does not know what you want. And it's okay to give yourself that space and that time and that energy. As long as you're giving yourself the time and that space and that energy, Diva, you cannot continue to do things because they gratify who you are right now. They feel good in who you are right now. They feel good in that moment and in the energy of who you are right now, but do not reflect not right now, but who you are in that moment. Who you are in that moment. No one, and I mean no one, is worth you dragging yourself back to the depths of hell that you dragged yourself out of. No one, and I mean no one, is worth you existing in that lower vibration energy, because you know who the fuck you are. You shine too bright. You shine too bright, baby. To be invested this much in the spirit of chaos, you shine too much. To be invested this much in the spirit of chaos, you've done too much work to be sitting there invested in this energy of chaos, baby. Your ancestors want you to stop. They want you to stop. Oh. Be that person right now who you want to, who you're calling yourself to be. This person in the future, you are already there. You've already achieved those things, baby. The universe has heard your cry. The universe has held you at night when you cried yourself to sleep. She knows your innermost deepest desires, baby. It's coming for you. Because if it's meant to you, it's gonna find you. But how the fuck is it gonna find you when it doesn't know? It doesn't know who the fuck you are. You cannot continue to be invested in the energy of the people that you used to be for you to survive, because you're no longer in survival mode. You're no longer in survival mode. You're no longer those people. You're no longer all of that, and you're holding yourself back from even discovering who this person is, who this person that you're blossoming and becoming is, because you are so shackled to this past identity of yourself. This past image that you had of yourself, you are so shackled to her. You don't want to let her go, people. That bitch is chaotic. That bitch was loud and violent and gossip and shot. Right? Is that who you are? Is that who you are right now? Now I invite you, Diva, to open up your heart, to open up your soul, to open up your energy into receiving this energy of relaxation, of softness, of calmness, of like, who are you for me to be raising my voice to you? Who are you to be controlling my emotions and how I feel about myself? Who are you? And this is especially important. I can relate to this. When you're living in an environment where it feels like it's outside of your control. When you're living in an environment that you feel that you have outgrown, that you know you've outgrown, it might be the universe testing you. It might be the universe being like, I see you want this, and I see you want that, but do you really? I see you want to go in this direction, I see you want to go in that direction, but do you really? But do you really? I see you wanting to, even if it's your physical thing, your physical life, I see you want to move out. I see you want to move on. I see you want to move out to bigger things. I see you want to acquire this. I see you want to acquire that. But are you ready? Are you living and existing in the spirit of somebody who will be able to maintain all these beautiful things happening in your life? Diva, divest yourself from the spirit of chaos. You don't need it. You don't need to exist in the energy of being that person that knew how to yield that needed that as driving force, that needed to go with the energy of the chaos. You've survived. And you are where you are right now. And it's beautiful. That person that existed in that energy. No longer that person that needed to exist within that energy and that spirit of chaos. That shit's been tired. That shit's been gone. That shit's been expired, baby. And it's time, like I've been saying, for you to start at the very least, Diva, taking a step back and making a list categorically of what exactly about the spirit is alone to you. What exactly about the spirit and this energy feels like home to you. Because baby, not in this 2026. In this 2026, we are calling forth to us ease. We are calling forth to us receiving, rest, patience, understanding that the work that we put into the universe is coming to fruition. Understanding that the seeds that we have planted are finally blooming, and those seeds need to bloom in a peaceful, loving, calming environment. The art that you need to create is going to be created in a peaceful, beautiful, loving environment outside of shame. Outside of the shame that you've built, outside of the chaos that you're used to, outside of the yelling, outside of the expectations, outside of outside of needing to exist within capitalism, outside of needing to exist in white supremacy. The seeds that you were planted are coming to fruition. Have you created a beautiful enough environment for them to be ready to bloom? Now this is the real goodbye. This is the real goodbye. This is the end of the energy. This is the end of the energy. this is the end of the video. For real, this time. Please like, subscribe, share, save. Follow me Instagram, Poison Ivy _ because I am a designer, guys. I really am that coach. So place your orders, please. A bitch nation money. Until next time, stay beautiful. I know I will.